Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Hiranya, and in this video I'll discuss a new topic of computer networking, that is DHCP. So firstly, DHCP stands for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. That is, it is a network protocol that works in a client-server network model. Secondly, DHCP is basically used to provide and assign the IP addresses to the host dynamically so that the host can communicate with each other on an IP network, and it makes the administration task easy. For example, like if in your organization there are more than 1,000 servers or systems are there, so it is not possible to assign the IP addresses manually, or it will take lots of time to assign the IP addresses to all the 1,000 systems one by one. So to minimize the delay or minimize the effort, the DHCP is used, and the job of the DHCP is to assign the IP addresses to all the systems automatically. That's why nowadays the organizations are using the DHCP. The next point, DHCP is a connectionless protocol. That means it uses the UDP port number of 67 and 68, where DHCP server uses the port number of 67 to provide the services to the client, and client listen on the port number of 68 from the server. The next point, in client server model, there is one DHCP server and remaining are DHCP client. But in some environments, there are more than one DHCP servers are available for network redundancy and fault tolerant purposes. In the next point, a DHCP server can be a system or a PC running with Linux and Windows operating system, and a router can also act as a DHCP server as well. The next point, a DHCP server not only provides the IP addresses to the host, it also provides the subnet mask, default gateway IP address, and DNS server IP address as well. The next point, the DHCP uses the DORA process, that stands for Discover, Offer, Request, and Acknowledgement process, for the communication. And this DORA process is that, firstly, the client send or broadcast a DHCP discover message to all the systems in a network for looking the DHCP server. Here the client uses the source port as a 68 and destination port number as a 67. So secondly, the DHCP discover message is received by all the systems, but since here the destination port number was 67, that's why only the DHCP server listen it and it replies a unicast or a broadcast this DHCP offered message for an IP address to the client. And here server uses the source port as a 67 and destination port as a 68 with destination MAC address to the for the client. And thirdly, the client receives or listens the offered message, and it again broadcasts a request message for asking that offered IP addresses, and by using the destination port number of 67. And finally, the DHCP or the server listen the request message, and it send a unicast DHCP acknowledgement message to the client for allocating that IP addresses. Thus the client receive or it uses that IP addresses or that new IP addresses, and it now acts as a DHCP client. So this is all about DORA process. So moreover, there are two terms that is used in DHCP. First one is DHCP relay agent, and second one is lease. DHCP relay agent is basically used in some scenarios having the multiple subnets, like when your DHCP server and DHCP client are on a different subnet, then in that case DHCP relay agent is required or needed to forward the DHCP messages. Or in a large networks with the multiple subnets, DHCP relay agent is required or used to minimize the DHCP server or the server needed. And the next topic is lease. Lease means here when a DHCP server provides an IP address to the client, that agreement is known as a lease, and by default the lease duration is 8 days. That means a client obtain or take the IP addresses, same IP addresses for the 8 days by default. So this is all about DHCP. So in the next video I will discuss a new topic. I will come to a new topic that is about DNS. Till then, thank you so much everyone. Please do like, share and subscribe this channel for the upcoming videos. Till then, thank you so much.